Well, hi there, food friends. It's Kevin.
And Ralph, I'm behind the camera.
And welcome to Cavalcade of Food. We are doing another Rambler Ranch edition here. And we want to thank our hosts, Terry Gale and Daniel Green, who are entertaining us like you wouldn't believe this.
It's been magical, but I just
here
want
in
to
Elizabeth, Colorado.
I just want to quickly say I said it automatically. I'm behind the camera because I'm so used to saying that, but I'm actually Daniel's manning the camera today, and I'm just along for the ride.
So if the videography is better than usual, and that's, we thank Daniel for it. And I'm sorry, I've been teasing Ralph, but anyways, thank you, Daniel, for working the camera. And Terry has escorted us through so many of the buildings here, and this was one that we hadn't yet got to, but here we are now, and this building is called the Brand X building. And what does that mean?
Besides Nash and Ramblers, I have 61 other manufacturers, and this building represents the other manufacturers besides Nash and Rambler.
Wow.
So, although my Jeep, Eagle, Renaults are in here, but
okay.
Ford, Chevy, Toyota, a little of everything.
And probably ones that we've never even heard of.
Yes.
So this, again, we say wow every time we walk into a space here at the ranch, but again, wow. This is a giant building. How many cars are in here roughly, Terry?
About 95.
Wow. Okay. It's, our minds are blown, aren't they, Ralph?
Yes, absolutely.
So we're going to do a kind of a walkthrough. Again, this is something you just have to see for yourself. The videos just can't do it justice, but here is a car that I have never seen before in my life, and there's probably a reason I haven't seen one of these. What is this?
This is a 1984 Toyota Century from Japan, and these are built in a special factory, and only government officials and dignitaries buy them. This is a V8. These are $100,000 when they're new.
Wow.
The new versions have a V12, and they're $180,000.
Wow. It's a very distinguished looking car. So I get that it's for dignitaries.
And it's meant to be chauffeured. So notice the seat on the passenger side, your legs go through, so your passenger.
Oh, then spread out. And it's right-hand drive.
Yes.
Which is that's in Japan. That's how they do it. Okay. Beautiful. I certainly caught the attention of these fetching young ladies here. And again, I'm not sure the sequence of everything, but Daniel does the mannequins, the fabulous, incredible mannequins that are through the whole ranch. And this, coming out of a 85 Chrysler limousine? I didn't know they were still making limousines.
They call this the executive sedan. The limo's a little bit longer.
Okay. And this is this like a stretched out K car?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, these three are enjoying quite a night on the town, and we're close to a wardrobe malfunction here with this young lady.
Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit. Oh, and was this Shania? Which one was Shania? Yes. Daniel, this is just beyond fabulous. These are so great. And again, if you're into cars, you got to come. If you're just into fashion and fun, you got to come, because it's all together here. I don't know where to start. I see you've got a 60 Edsel here. These are very rare.
They only made 2,846 60 Edsels.
Wow. And remember this, Ralph, with the horseshoe grill? Is this a 58 or 9?
58.
58.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
It's got the push-button transmission in the middle of the steering wheel.
And again, you've got, talk about fashion forward. Look at this little snow bunny over here. Just beautiful. It just adds so much life. I can't get past this color on this lark. This is a flamingo. How about this, Ralph?
I love it.
Little Studebaker. The Larks were a pretty popular car for them, weren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is 61.
So
Great
cool.
color.
And looks like the town librarian by day, but she means business at night.
Oh, she's got an attitude.
Yeah. This Studebaker, is it a Daytona or a?
It's a Wagonair. The
Wagonair,
Daytona was
thank you.
The floor shift and bucket seats.
Okay. They made a Matchbox car version of this, Terry.
I have one.
Do you? Because it was actually blue, or at least the one I had as a boy was blue. And Ralph, this station wagon, what's so unique about it is this panel here on the top slides forward. And this, so if you were getting something really tall, you know, it could come right up. It was almost like a little pickup bed back here. Amazing.
Very cool.
So we've got is this a 62 Mercury?
Yes.
We've got a couple of Lincoln Town Car.
Car and Mark V.
Mark V. I forgot how enormous these cars were.
This one's about 19 feet long.
Oh.
It's 17,000 miles long.
Just wow. Wow. I grew up in Dearborn. I saw a lot of these driving around. We had a lot of Ford Motor executives in our neighborhood who drove those. And another beautiful Studebaker. What year? This looks like a later one.
It's a 65 Cruiser.
Okay. Was 66 the last year for Studebaker? Yeah. Okay. So this was near the end. Was this made in South Bend or in Canada?
I think it was South Bend.
Okay. 58 Ford. Oh, she looks like she just got married. Well, congratulations. Just awesome. Is this a Ford Taurus?
It's the SHO.
Oh, SHO, which was the high performance version.
The Yamaha motor.
Yeah, wow. Beautiful Thunderbird, a Ford Maverick. I saw those. Oh, a Mercury Comet, I'm sorry. But I think it was the same as the Maverick, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's that orange one?
Is this a Mercury Capri?
It is.
But did Ford build these, or these were not built in the United States, were they?
No, they're from Germany, and this is the Gia, which has the V6 in it.
Wow. Cool, isn't it, Ralph?
Yeah, I love it.
Ford Granada.
When's the last time you saw one of those?
It's been 30 years. I don't think a lot of these survived for whatever reason.
It's 1977.
Yeah.
That's the kind of car like one of my aunts or uncles would have driven back
Yeah.
in the day.
I mean, I think this was a pretty good seller for Ford.
Yes.
Yeah. We got a little movie theater here. And so
Our TV disappears.
look at that, disappears into the Ford truck. Wow. That's cool. Is that Used Cars? Is that movie?
Yes.
Yeah. That's great.
Very young.
And look at this handsome young man, Ralph. He's in the American Motors Sales Honors Club. Okay.
He's a pretty fancy salesman.
So yeah, so you know he's moved a few ambassadors. That's good. Got to move the metal in this business. Chevrolet. Is this a Chevelle?
Chevelle.
64 Chevelle.
64 Chevelle. Beautiful color. Wow. Look at this Pontiac. Look at this hood ornament. Which model is this, Terry?
It's a 55 Chieftain, and the
Chieftain.
that lights up with the headlights.
With the headlights. God, that's a beautiful car. Two-tone, the white. Did you say it was a 55?
Yes.
How come they don't make cars in two-tones anymore, or do they?
Not that I can
I've
think
seen a
of.
few.
Is there a few? Maybe they'll come back in vogue someday. This is a Chevrolet Citation, but the X11
Has the V6.
has the V6. So this was sort of the sporty model.
Yeah.
And again, you don't see these ever. I don't think there's a lot of survivors. We've got is this an Impala or a
Yep.
Caprice?
Impala.
Nice Fleetwood Brougham here. The Corvair. Oh, you got 3 Corvairs, and 2 of them are convertible, and one's a 4-door. Wow,
These are 65, that one's 61.
really cool. Do you remember the Corvair, Ralph?
Yeah, those are very cool.
That was, Ralph Nader had an issue with those cars.
Unsafe. They were unsafe at any speed.
That's what he said, but people loved them, and they sold a lot of them. Here's a checker car. I know that these were built in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and they were used mostly as taxi cabs.
Checker cab company.
But you could also buy one, couldn't you, just for
This was a personal sedan.
personal sedan? Yeah,
So
Checker, I don't even know her.
and yeah, 2-tone with the black roof. I think later, and I don't know what year, they at one point, maybe towards the end of their run, they were using, I think, Chevy engines in
Yes.
them.
This one has a diesel.
Diesel, okay. Wow.
Kevin, how cool is that color of that Corvair behind you?
I know. Hello, yellow.
But it's almost got a little green to it that makes it different.
It's really sharp. And I don't know why. I see more 2-doors than 4-doors. I don't see a lot of the 4-doors,
That's
but
a 4-door hardtop.
4-door hardtop. You'll notice the gas tank's up front because the engine's in the back.
Wow. Did not know that. Who knew?
This is great.
Oh, yeah.
Camping scene, and
A little Green Acres vibe.
I don't know that I've ever seen these lawnmowers before.
American Motors owned wheel horse garden tractor, 1974 to 84.
So, it's part of the AMC family, so it's appropriate that they're here. Wonderful.
Now, the camper is a 1951 Terry Rambler. So that's right.
So, a Terry Rambler.
Yes.
So, yes, Terry and Rambler together. So, yeah, you absolutely had to have this.
That's really the name of it?
Yeah. There's a little plaque by next to the door. It says the Terry Rambler. It's done in flamingos inside. It's quite cute.
And I just got a feeling that the original equipment did not include the neon.
No, that's a Daniel touch.
Yeah, and it looks great. And I love all the Scotch coolers, and you even got the grills here out on the campfire. That's,
You got the sun on the tractor that looks like he just can't wait to leave the farm.
it is just again, it's an overload for the eyes, but in the best possible way.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I've seen this in a movie, Terry, but I don't know if I've ever actually seen one. This BMW
It's a BMW 600.
600. Okay.
Because it's got the back seat and a single door, they call this the limo. And the little Isetta has just the front seat.
Ralph, look at this. This is how you get in.
Really?
The front seat. Isn't that something?
That's wild.
Probably good on gas.
Yeah. Basically a motorcycle.
Wow. Cute. Jeep Renegade. This is the Rambler Ranch Fire Department here. Oh, the little Texaco fire chief there. That is cute.
It's a Chrysler.
Oh, it is a Chrysler. I see it now on the wheels.
For parades.
Okay. Because Chrysler made very small cars, didn't they, for a few years?
Yep. They're very hard to find.
Yeah, they are. I've only seen a couple of them. What is this?
That's a Fiat Bianchina. Fiat 500.
They almost look like toys, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, compared to American cars.
Yeah.
This is a 1974 Brooklyn built in Canada. And the first few of them had an AMC 360 and a 4-speed. This is one of those.
Wow.
It has the gull-wing doors like a DeLorean.
Like a DeLorean.
So cool.
Yeah. What a car. This I've been anxious to see. This is an Allstate. Now, this was called Allstate. It was sold through Sears Roebuck. Am I right, Terry?
Yeah, yeah, there's an ad for it in Sears.
Okay.
Sears Allstate.
But Sears didn't obviously manufacture the car. What factory did this come out of?
It's a Henry J.
Henry J. Okay. So this came out of the Kaiser factory, Ralph, which was in Willow Run, Michigan.
Yes, Kaiser Permanente.
Concrete company.
Wow. This is really cool. This was a pretty much an economy car, was it? I mean, you know,
Very much so.
very spacious in the front. And I love you even got a Sears All-State battery in there. That's the other thing, and I may have pointed it out in other videos. There's so many fun little surprises. You know, you see the car, but then you look inside the car, and there's all these little fun surprises.
The details, and that's why we were saying too, like with the beautiful mannequins, that there's so much to see that people need to come back and see it in person, because it's not really doing it justice. It doesn't compare as wonderful as the videos are. To see the cars, the collection, and the mannequins in real life is really encouraged.
Yes. A Fuego. Renault. So this was a French car.
Yes.
But Fuego is Spanish for fire, isn't it?
You tell us.
All right.
I think you're right, though, Ralph.
Probably not the best name for a car.
Yeah.
Maybe a Pinto.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is cool. Now, I remember the Renault Alliance because they were sold through AMC dealers, right?
This one is very.
I've never seen a convertible, though.
This one's very rare. It's an electronic, so the dash is digital. It's got power door locks, power windows, a equalizer for the stereo.
Wow.
And this is fully loaded. This was around $16,000 in 1986.
Not inexpensive. And to have a digital dashboard in '86,
Yeah.
pretty advanced stuff.
You can play Pong on it.
Yeah. Did it say door ajar in French, or was it in English?
Nope, not yet.
Wow. Look at this MG. Now that's cute. That's a beauty. That
No.
green.
You know, that's where Booker T and the MGs got their name. The band
From the car?
yeah, the soul group, that instrumental group led by Booker T. Jones. They were Booker T and the MGs, and I worked at a record store once. Employees used to call them Booker T and the MGS. He didn't understand that it was a car.
Apostrophe S.
Apostrophe
Yeah,
S,
okay.
yeah.
That's now, Terry, this electric Leopard, another early electric car.
Also bought by another company and converted to electric cars.
Okay. This sort of looks like a lay car a
It is
little
a lay
bit.
car.
Is it? Okay.
Good
Remember
call.
those,
Yeah,
Ralph?
that's a good
Yeah.
catch, Kevin.
No, it's a Fiat, right?
No,
It's a
or
Yugo.
It's a Yugo.
1990 Yugo Cabrio.
They were very lightweight, weren't they?
Yeah. Yes, unfortunately, that's how I remember it now, Ralph, that you mention it. Yeah.
$39.95 for a brand new car.
Yeah. I don't know that they were in it for the long haul, though, were
No.
they?
And I hear all the Yugo jokes
Yeah.
when people come here.
You go overboard.
This is an English car, right?
1957 to Woolsey to make them.
I love the colors.
I
of
mean,
this.
that looks like it's edible, like a chocolate.
I know. Like,
Eclair.
I'm looking for Willy Wonka here.
Pop
This
out
car
of it.
was rescued from a junkyard.
Was it really? Wow.
How long did it take to restore that beauty?
Well, it's had it here for a long time. It took a while to get the paint correct
Yeah.
and interior.
Oh, that's great.
So you sometimes do things in stages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this gives new meaning to the word minivan.
This is our minivan.
Mini, micro minivan.
It's got the sliding doors on both sides. It's turbo 5-speed.
Wow.
Another car from Japan.
Suzuki.
What
right?
year is that from? Would you guess this year? I mean, which year?
It's the 90s. It
Oh,
has to be-
okay.
Early 90s.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
You have to be 25 years old to come to the U.S.
Okay. Wow. Never seen one. talking about never seeing one. What is this three-wheeler?
Renault Rialto. Talk about unsafe speed. The single wheel in the front.
Single wheel in the front,
Wow.
over the engine.
Reliant. It's a Reliant Rialto.
Okay. Holy smoke. Well, they didn't sell those here, did they? I mean, I can't imagine. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's like
Crazy.
a tricycle, but it looks like it would be the kind of car like James Bond would have that would turn into a boat.
I drove this car around the park and it does not feel safe.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a out of proportion tricycle. But an interesting, again, these are such unique things. It's sometimes you can't believe that they were made. This I remember. This is Sapporo. Am I saying it right?
Yep. 1980 Plymouth Sapporo.
And it's badged as a Plymouth, but it's really not a Plymouth.
Mitsubishi.
Mitsubishi. That's what it is. Okay.
And one in front of it is the Dodge Challenger edition.
Okay. And of course now the Dodge Challengers are such a completely different car, but they were Japanese imports at this time. Terry, you talk about a car that you don't see very often at all, are the Dodge Lancer and Plymouth Valiant cars. And I know that these were marketed originally as a compact car. Of course, today it's as big as what we would call a full-size car. What's the story on this beautiful Plymouth Valiant?
It's 1962. It has a record player under the dash.
Oh, I see it. It says RCA Victor. It's got I think they called it the Highway Hi-Fi.
That's very cool.
I traded a Jeep Liberty for this car.
Did you really? Well,
I'd say you got the better end.
no offense to the Jeep, but I think you got the better end of the deal.
I can buy Jeeps all day.
Exactly.
Find one of these.
These are very hard to find, and they were, especially in the Midwest, these things rusted in front of your eyes, which was unfortunate because they had such a really unique body style.
They're really cute.
They are, and I always just thought they were just so cool. And we got Sailor Boy and we got Flower Girl. These are terrific. Just wow. And
there's a Trixie Mattel involved.
okay, Trixie Mattel. And look at Miss Red, White, and Blue. She is ready for the 4th of July rodeo. This is fabulous. Terrific. And what is this? Now this is a three-wheeler, but this is actually proportioned better than the other three-wheeler we saw, I think.
Yeah, the single was in the back version.
Yeah.
This is a 2000 Corbin Sparrow. It's also an electric car.
Okay, it is an electric car.
Yes.
Where
year?
were these made?
In the U.S.
And what year did you say?
2000. 2000.
Okay.
And the you had a story about the trophies and how you acquired the car.
The trophies are from another car in the other building.
Oh, I'm
Daniel
sorry.
put them over here. For
I got mixed up.
some
I
other
thought
stuff.
that was a great story about the trophies, but somehow I thought they were about this car. So anyway, back to this car.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep, 2000 Corbin Sparrow. These are extremely hard to find.
I was going to say I've never seen one. I don't know. How many did they make?
I don't know, not many. They made for 3 or 4 years, and but parts, you cannot find parts
Yeah.
for these at all.
Were these like street legal?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. Okay. Wow. Amazing. Cute.
They used to be driving around Castle Rock here years ago.
And sometimes life at the Rambler Ranch is just a day at the beach, Ralph.
It sure is. It's just Fabio over there.
And this is great. So first of all, you've got an Ambassador wagon. What is this? Maybe a 73, 4?
74 last
74. And then we've got I don't know anything about boats, so I don't know what that is.
It's a Tahiti speedboat with an AMC 360 motor.
So again, another wonderful AMC connection. And we are just having a blast at the beach. We've got the grill going. We got the beach balls. We got the Schlitz, the radio, and everyone is having a great time. This looks fun. This is great. I know who put this together. This is really cool. This is fun. Oh,
This one almost looks like a color of pistachio.
it does. It's a beautiful Chrysler. Not sure what model this
It's a
is.
55 New Yorker.
New Yorker. What a beautiful New Yorker. It's the talk of the town. That was the New Yorker tagline in the 70s when they used to have commercials. This is a beautiful car. This was at what year? 50?
55.
Is this Virgil Exner maybe? I don't remember what year he started.
He was later.
Okay. And then, Ralph, this Dodge here is a tritone.
Wow.
Red, white, black.
I love
This is a beautiful car.
1956. Second owner of that.
Beautiful, beautiful car.
Also a four-door hardtop.
I know these cars were made in Hamtramck, Michigan.
Really?
Which is a city within the city of Detroit. That's where the Dodge main was. Oh my gosh, I think I've only seen one of these. This was a joint venture, right, Terry?
Yeah. Chrysler Maserati TC.
Look, it's got the Chrysler Pentastar and then the Maserati Trident. Again, this was a very limited kind of production, wasn't
Not
it?
very popular.
Yeah. Wow. This is a 63 Imperial, I happen to know. And Ralph, you'll notice that it has an oval steering wheel.
Oval.
Yes, this Imperial. And I think, was that supposed to like give you more leg room or something under the wheel? Was that intent of that design?
That's interesting.
You know who drove one of these?
No.
Mr. Drysdale in the Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh, of course, yes.
Yes,
I can just
exactly.
see him in there.
It was a banker's car.
Frank Sinatra drove.
Did he also?
Imperials.
Yeah. Well, they were, you had Cadillac, Lincoln, and Imperial. I think Imperial was probably not as popular as the other two, but I know they outlawed Imperials in demolition derbies because the way that these cars were built, the frames were so heavy that nothing could destroy these things, so they wouldn't run them in the demo derbies anymore.
It's the 86 Dodge Omni GLHS Turbo. It says 27,000 miles on it.
Wow. This car is like new on the inside. Ralph, this was my first car out of high school. Not this one. I had a Dodge Omni. It was not the Shelby edition. It was just...
was a K car.
That was my first brand new car. It was a
Oh.
K car. But this, I bought one used. It was a 79 Dodge Omni. And it was fairly stripped down.
It looks pretty
But this
rugged.
this was the sport, it was Carroll Shelby. It was the sport racing edition.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Again, very limited, these cars.
Very hard to find these days.
Yeah, I bet.
They're desirable.
And then we've got another New Yorker.
66 New Yorker.
Oh, is that a pretty car? And we have a Dodge Polara, probably.
Polara 500.
Okay.
1967.
Convertible. But can we just look at her on the back of this convertible, Ralph?
Is that Velma?
I think it is Velma from the Mystery Machine.
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Scooby-Doo, where are you? And this could be Daphne, I don't know. Okay, yes. Yeah, she is mod. Look at that, from the little mini dress to the cool sunglasses. She's got it going on.
She does.
And then, is this another New Yorker?
Yeah.
Or-
73.
It's a big car. So, Ralph, you know the Town and Country minivans I've had?
Yes.
Well, here's a Town and Country station wagon. So this,
It's lovely.
yeah, look at the wood on the, oh, you've got two. Oh no, this is the convertible Town and Country.
This is rare. This is a Dodge 600.
With the wood on it. I didn't even know that was an option on the
It
Dodge.
was. Just on the Chrysler LeBaron convertible.
Yes.
But the 600, to be different, did not have what? Two of these were made. They were show cars.
So this is one of two.
One of two.
Wow, very rare, very rare.
These woodies make me want to put on some Beach Boys and go surfing.
Right? This has got a T-top. I don't know what this is.
1980 Cordoba.
Cordoba. Okay. Corinthian leather seats. Wow.
Leather
Is that the car Ricardo Montalban was?
Yeah. Although
yeah,
this is a real sport edition here. Again, I don't know that I've ever seen one.
seats. These are more famous with the 77s.
Yeah, when they first came out.
Yeah.
Look at this good old Dodge truck. I remember these. This is in beautiful shape. A lot of these didn't survive because they really cared for it. Beautiful.
Any-
76.
Terry,
any story behind that one? How you acquired it?
I had a gentleman who used to volunteer for me, and he drove this out here one day and parked in the parking lot. And I said, "Bob, that's going to be my truck." And he said, "No, it's not." But
Here,
You
yeah.
see where it is.
Yes.
I won.
So, thanks, Bob.
yeah,
Okay.
he bought it from the original owner.
Did he really? We've got a Ram Charger. So this was sort of Dodge's version of a Bronco, or I'm not sure what would you compare this to. It's a utility vehicle,
Yeah.
right?
This
4-wheel
one's-
drive.
No, this is 2-wheel drive.
Oh, 2-wheel drive.
They have the Chevy Blazer,
Yeah.
this as well.
Here is an Eagle. So this is also an AMC automobile, but Eagle also carried on after AMC was acquired, right, by Chrysler?
Yes.
It's in beautiful condition. What
They
year
were-
is this?
This one's at 81,
Okay.
and that's the camback, which is pretty rare.
4-wheel drive, I see. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, this is a Packard.
54 Packard.
What a beautiful car. Boy, that's red. So nice. They just started taking down the Packard factory in Detroit, as a matter of fact, where this car would have been made. Beautiful. 1983 Eagle.
It's the SX4, the 4-wheel drive version of the Spirit.
Okay. Were all Eagles 4-wheel drive vehicles?
Yeah, from 80 to 88, all the AMC ones were,
Okay.
were 4-wheel drive.
So it looks like we have a couple of Kaisers here.
Yeah, 52 Kaiser Manhattan and a 54 Kaiser Manhattan.
Wow.
This one's a rare, 2-door. It's got the Kaiser
Wire wheels.
wire wheels, and it has a supercharger.
Wow. Ralph, look at the shape of the windshield on these cars.
Yeah, it's like a widow's peak.
Yeah. Really something. These were made at Willow Run also.
Yes.
Um,
With the name Kaiser being part of the entertainment or media.
yeah.
in
Well, and
Detroit.
he was also in
Medicine.
no. Well, Terry, what'd you tell? He would work. He built the Hoover Dam, or he was a contractor or something. for
Oh,
the
that's
Hoover
right, you
Dam.
said there was
He
a
built
good-
ships.
Yeah.
He built hospital.
So there's a documentary people can watch about
Yes, it's
Kaiser.
very
who-
fascinating.
And
Yeah.
Kevin was telling us that Kaiser is the K in WKBD in Detroit. It's
In
a
Detroit, Kaiser
television
Broadcasting.
station.
Yeah, he was involved in a lot of different industries. He made a lot of money. I don't think he made a lot of money in his car business, though, unfortunately.
The Kaiser Permanente started out as a concrete company, and that's what helped.
And that's what the hell. Funny how you go from concrete to healthcare.
Well,
but-
because he probably dropped a bag on somebody. And needed to get some medical
That could be.
attention, please.
Another. Oh, this is a pretty one.
It's a 1980. I have every version of Eagle they made. The camback, the SX4, the 2-door, the 4-door, the wagon,
Wow.
and
Wow.
the Sundancer.
Very cool. I love the color. And the roof. The little opera window here. So here's a Hudson. And we were talking about this. Hudson Motors was in Detroit, Ralph.
Okay.
Not sure what part of the city they were in. I think they were on the east side somewhere. And then, Terry, I don't want to get the history wrong. So, but they did merge with Nash.
Yes,
and,
1954.
and then that out of that merger came American Motors?
Correct.
Okay.
This is in 1950, and this car's on loan from a very good friend. Her dad was a Hudson Nash AMC dealer, and this is the car she came home from the hospital in.
Wow.
And so I talked her into
What
letting me
great
borrow it.
history to have. And there's Mrs. Hudson right there, Ralph.
It's actually Mary Beth's mother's dress.
Is it really? So so there. I love all these connections with these cars.
Yeah, that's makes it so special.
Here's another Hudson. Is this later than?
The 51.
Okay, yeah. And Hudson was really known for their performance, weren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, beautiful, just beautiful. Another Eagle over here. This is the 4-door. Pretty color. Wire wheel covers. Wow. This car gets a wow. This is probably one of the later Hudsons, isn't it?
57, the last year.
Okay.
And the Hollywood Hornet is very rare.
Yeah.
The 2-door hardtop.
I don't know that I've ever seen a 2-door hardtop version, and that color is terrific. Look at that grill, Ralph. That is something.
That's a work of art, also, but very I don't know, just multifaceted with so much going on in it.
I mean, just the chrome on this, the front end of this car is just enormous.
Hey, Kevin.
Yeah, Ralph.
Didn't we go to a place in Dundee, Michigan that had a Hudson Hornet shop?
Ypsilanti.
Oh, it's Ypsi.
In
Okay.
Ypsilanti, Michigan, which is next to Ann Arbor, there's an old Hudson dealership that they've turned into a car museum.
You've been there, Terry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's where it was, Ralph. This is something special. What is this? This red, white, and blue Jeep.
1971 Jeepster with the Hearst edition. It's got a tachometer in the hood. They only made 100 of these, 100 of them, and this is right after American Motors purchased Jeep from Kaiser, so it still has the aluminum Buick V6 in it.
Wow. Wow. This is really cool.
One of my favorite T-Rex songs is called Jeepster. I didn't know there was a car attached to it. I guess I should have known because mentioned car parts in the song. So.
Here's an Eagle wagon. Terry has both the Matchbox edition and the real thing.
This one is extremely special. When American Motors shut down, this was the last car ever built.
From the AMC
It
factory.
was built in the 87 as an 88, and the gentleman who bought it trailed it home, and it has 50.8 miles on it.
Oh. Did you believe that, Ralph?
50
Wow.
miles.
But what a specimen for being the last one off the line. Was that in Kenosha?
No, these are built in Canada.
In Canada, okay. Wow. Beautiful. Love the wood on the dark blue. That's really nice. A Wagoneer?
Grand Wagoneer.
And here's another one with the wood on the side. Oh, I stopped. I didn't look all the way. This is a stretch limo here. Where did you ever find this?
They made 12 of these. This is my second one. This was in Boston on eBay, and the pictures on eBay were in front of the Broadmoor Hotel in Colorado Springs. So they ship it all the way back.
Wow.
They drive like a Cadillac.
So cool.
It's kind of dark in there. You might be able to see.
Beautiful seating in there. Mm-hmm.
Room for 7. And luggage.
Wow. Perfect for back and forth to an airport, that's for sure.
So is there like a bowling alley in there?
And then again, I love how you put the pickups and the campers with the boat. That's a beautiful old boat.
1957.
Yeah, I love those old wooden boats. They are really handsome.